Okay, so this is an updated Q&A on my last one. Some CF related questions, some are not, but I'm going to be answering some of the questions that I've been given on Instagram from people with cystic fibrosis and people who know about it and want to know a bit more or how I cope with it. So, would you consider yourself well as a CF patient? Currently, I'm an outpatient, as I have clinic only every 2 months, and I'd consider myself quite well. Obviously not as well as I was. I used to have lung function of 60-ish%, which is quite average for me, but in August I got a bug when I went on holiday and it dropped my lung function to 28%, which is a massive drop for me. So I'm slowly getting back up now, but I'm nowhere near my 60% yet, which I'd love to get to soon. I'm just going to keep going and trying to get there, but I'd say I'm quite well, and considering what my lung function is, I feel I can do a lot more than what my lung function numbers say. And I'm not going to, my lung function is 39% currently, and I do have clinic in 3 weeks, so it will be tested again. But I don't think anyone should compare it to mine, because although I'm at 39%, I genuinely feel at my 60% most of the time. When I'm doing fitness classes, yes, I'm out of breath, but everyone gets out of breath. And at 60% lung function, I'd still get out of breath. So although I'm at 39% at the moment, I don't feel at it, and I feel happy that I'm able to do what I can on 39%. And it only makes me look forward to increasing it further to enable me to do a lot more. So yeah, I do consider myself quite well with CF. And yeah, I do have harder times where I'm not as well. Do you ever get down about your CF? And the answer is yes. And I think it's yes for a lot of people, if not everybody, who's got CF, because there will be a time where it does get you down, and I don't think it's expressed as much in social media, the negative times compared to the positives, because although yes, I am very positive about CF and I don't tend to share my negatives as much, I do share them often, more often than some, I think, because I think it is important to express the actual reality of what CF is, and that it does bring you down days, and it does bring negative thoughts, and it does make you have irrational decisions. And I don't think anyone who's not got CF knows this unless they're very close to someone with it. But just knowing that our life expectancy a few years ago, based on statistics, was 40, automatically makes me think, am I really only going to live to 40? Because I want to prove that I can live past 40. And I don't know, but I'm going to try my hardest to live past 40. Not just to prove statistics, but to prove it to myself that just because I have CF, just because I have a disease as such that is genuinely just decreasing my lung function as I grow. As I live my life every day, my lung function is getting worse because it is that sort of disease. I just want to prove that my lung function can get better, and I am going to do everything in my willpower to do that. So yeah, I do have bad days, and with my lung function being so low at the moment, it does make me just want to push and get my lung function back to where it was. I think it is important to express the negative sides of CF, because CF is so unpredictable that I wake up one day, I'd feel amazing, I feel like I could run a marathon. The next day I feel like I can barely walk. So it's a bit of a sticky situation, but you've just got to learn to live with it and learn to, yes, obviously act on the negative thoughts, but don't let them overtake you. And CF has took a lot from us. It's time to just prove to them that, I'm talking to it like it's a person, just prove to it we are stronger than you think, and we are going to beat you. So you keep trying to beat us and we'll just come back 10 times harder. So do you ever get insecure about cystic fibrosis and having it? Yes, I do. I don't like to admit it, but I do. I don't always get insecure about it, as I feel I am quite an open person about my CF, and I enjoy spreading awareness of it and helping people who are in the same situation as me, especially younger people, knowing that Like, I've had messages of some people just saying thank you for the post I've put on, just because it's helped them understand, like, that our life isn't taken over by CF and that we can still live a normal life although we have this condition. And it does make me happy that I've helped somebody in that way. And yes, I still have my insecurities about CF, and one main one is my rib cage. My rib cage is huge, and I feel that is a thing with CF, that our rib cages are just huge. I don't know if it is, but I think it is. And yeah, my scars don't really get to me as much as they used to. I've grown to love them, really, and just, I don't just wear a sports bra and leggings to the gym, although a lot of people do, and people can do what they want, just you do you. But I personally don't. But even if I didn't have my scars, I don't think I would. Like, I definitely post about them a lot, and a lot about confidence, because scars are scars. Like, everyone has scars for different reasons, and it just shows the strong journey that you've gone through, the tough journey that you've managed to get through, and that you're still fighting strong. And that's what gets me through every day. So, when was your last hospital admission? It was in September last year. After I went on holiday, I came back with a really bad bug, and my lung function dropped to 28%, which was quite low for me. So I went into hospital on the 18th of September, supposed to be in for 2 weeks, and it turned out to be a month. So I was in for my 18th birthday, but I managed to have weekend leave and went away for the weekend. So that was nice, just to get away from the hospital for a bit. But yeah, it was quite intense, and a bit of a different situation, as I moved to that adult clinic in March, so I'd only been in the hospital twice for admissions. Hospital admissions are quite difficult for me in general, because I don't have a portacath, so it's hard to get a long line in, because I have the worst veins ever. So it takes a few attempts to get a long line in, and usually they don't last more than 3 or 4 days. So I have quite a few of them whilst I'm in. But luckily, I'd say I'm lucky to not have a portacath now. So it shows, like, I'm not ill enough to have one, to have that regular admissions, which I'm grateful for, obviously. So yeah, my last admission was quite intense, and it did bring my lung function up about 13% in a month, which is quite good. But on IVs, I would have expected it to go a bit higher, but it didn't. Since coming out, my lung function has gone up about 3 or 4% since coming out, and that's just through adhering to my medication and going to the gym and fitness classes and everything like that. So it is going up, and I have got clinic in 3 weeks, so I'm hoping for it to have gone up a bit more if I just keep at what I'm doing. So next question is, have you started Kevie? And yes, I have. I started it on Wednesday, yesterday. So I don't even, if you know, if you follow my Instagram, you might. I'm doing a documentary. So if you follow my Instagram, you'll know that I'm going to document my Kevie journey. And as I'm only on it twice a week, because I'm on itraconazole at the moment, so I can't have the full dose yet, I'm going to be documenting it for the whole the next 3 weeks until I have my clinic, and I'll document my clinic as well and say the results from being on it for just 3 weeks to see if there's any changes. I don't expect drastic changes right now, but yeah, I had it yesterday and for the first time, and it was all exciting, and yeah, I've had a few headaches, but apart from that I felt alright. So no proper side effects yet, so I'm hoping for some good effects to come out of it. My cough has been a bit productive, but I don't know if that's me overthinking it, thinking I should be experiencing something good from it. But yeah, I will keep everyone updated on that, and the video of my Kevie journey for the next 3 weeks will be posted after my clinic results at the end of Feb, so look out for that.